So, Miss Golden, we meet again. So last time we had talked about you flipping a classroom, and I know you did that, or not flipping a classroom, but flipping a lesson.
Right.
And you did that, and I was in here for the second half of it, so that's all cool. Tell me a little about the whole process, how it came together, you making the video and all that stuff.
So I uploaded or picked a video that was on YouTube and used it to have the kids learn at home, and then...
So you didn't record one yourself, it was just you found one that was appropriate?
Yes, I was going to record one if I couldn't find one, but
Got it. Okay.
There's enough stuff out there. So I found one I liked, I used it, and I put it for the kids to watch. I figured just leave it on YouTube because...
It was there.
It was there, easy to access. And then I found that for some it worked, and some they either didn't watch the video or they watched it and were doing other stuff. And so I had to do a lot more reteaching when they came in.
They do think that they can turn the video on and then get on their phones, and they think this in class also, that they can listen to us and do something other else, and it never works out. Yeah, it's a very valid and true point. So, yeah, when in class, it was pretty obvious that some of them knew exactly what was going on, and some of them were kind of semi-clued in, and then there were a few that were lost as a golf ball in high weeds.
Yep.
So, and are the lost kids, are those the ones that, wow, that's really not the term I'd use, but the kids that obviously hadn't watched the video, are those ones that struggle to do the work?
Yes.
I guess what I'm wanting to ask is, how much of that was motivation on the kids' part, and how much of it was technology? One of the problems with flipping a classroom is this whole do they have internet at home thing.
Right, and I haven't had any of the students tell me that they have an issue with that, and I hope that they'd feel comfortable enough to tell me.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that it's all motivation, but there could be some of that as well.
Of course, they're up here, whatever it is, 8 hours a day. They would have time. Your video ran how long?
Less than 10 minutes, not long. And then they all have cell phones, so.
That's a valid point, which certainly works at the house. They may not want to chew up their data.
Right.
Oh, who are we kidding? They are playing games. They're chewing up their data anyway. So, okay. Well, so you remember we talked about that play pause it thing, which is, kind of pitch it again. I'm not a representative for this company, but it does cool things. You can actually use a YouTube video. You still don't have to record your own, you don't still have to record your own, whatever that means. You can put a link to the YouTube video, and then 2 minutes and 27 seconds in, you can make it pause and ask them a question that they have to answer. And even if it's something trivial, but it at least focuses them back.
Right.
And what I really like about it is it not only does it report to you who watched and who didn't, because they have a user name, whatever, but you will know that some kid watched it all the way through without stopping, that some kid watched it and backed up 2 minutes and watched a little more kind of deal. So it gives you all this kind of cool data that if you have a chance to use the data, it'll really help inform who is trying to figure it out and who is not. So, all right.
So does it let them go on to the next question with a wrong answer?
You can set it either way.
Okay.
So you can set it to auto grade or not.
Okay.
If it auto grades and they get it wrong, they have to do it again. But of course, there's multiple choice, so they could answer A, answer B, answer C, D, and at some point, and you will know that. I mean, it gives you lots of data. If you don't set it to auto grade, I'm sorry. Let me turn it around. Your answer can be multiple choice. Your question can be multiple choice, or it can be some kind of short answer, free response kind of deal.
Gotcha.
Obviously, it can't grade that, so it pauses. They enter some text. It could be garbage text. I mean, the machine doesn't know, but when they're done, they hit the submit button or whatever it is and goes on. So anyway, it's not a cure for everything, but it gives them some kind of accountability. At some level, it forces them to watch the video. So the part that I feel like I've kind of bounced this around. Tell me what you think went particularly well with the whole flipping the lesson.
If all of the students would have watched it, then I could have spent the whole class just helping them do problems rather than having them lost and then reteach it, because it could almost cut out a whole at least half of a class period of,
Yeah.
and give that time back to practice, which is what's important for the AP exam.
And of course, it was new, so maybe if you do it some more, it'll become more routine for the
Right. And the
yeah.
play pause it, I think, will give good accountability because it shows me if the kids watched it or not. So
Right.
they can't be like, I watched it and I didn't get, well,
Yeah.
no, you didn't. Or,
Yeah, really, that's a real kind of, if you call them on that, that'll fix that problem in pretty short order. So,
Yeah.
So did anything about it all, like, you didn't see it coming, kind of surprised you with the deal, or is it turned out the way you thought it was going to turn out?
I probably about the way I thought. I guess I was optimistic and thought a few more kids would watch it than did. But I think if I add the accountability piece of
Yeah.
putting it in this play
Well,
closet.
and we talked last time about how it's a lot of work setting one of these up, but once you get it set up for a lesson, it's there forever. Next
Yeah.
year, other than whatever tweaks you want to make, next year will be pretty easy on
Right.
this stuff. So, yeah, very cool.
Absolutely.
So, are you up for trying it again with another lesson?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you what you're going to change, but you told me that a minute ago.
Yeah.
You're going to do the play posit thing. So, other than that, it went smooth as silk?
I think so.
Cool. Yeah, what I saw in the classroom was really pretty beautiful. If you subtract out those kids that obviously hadn't watched it, the ones that did, it was obvious they were, not only did they have the knowledge before that, but they had time to kind of process it. So there were some pretty deep questions going on. So it's a good thing. All right. So the tough question is, you're going to do another one, and when you going to do it?
Probably between now and Christmas. I think it should be plenty of time.
That's 3 weeks, Miss Hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I like your enthusiasm.
Yep.
Okay, cool. As always, I'm here to help. So, but I think you got it figured out. So that's good stuff. Would you be okay if we met again? If when you're doing the next one, if I came and sat in your classroom again?
Sure, absolutely.
And then we can meet some time after that and do a little debrief and make sure we're got a track to run on. So
Sounds good.
cool. Anything else you need from me?
I don't think so.
I'm here to help if I can.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.